Hi, I'm Amelie, and yes, before you ask, I'm a mixed black and white Canadian woman, and I'm an ice road trucker. It surprises people every single time. But let me take you into my world. The freezing temperatures, the endless white horizons, the thunder of diesel beneath me, and the solitude that somehow fills me more than any crowd ever could. This is my life on the edge. I grew up in northern Alberta, right on the cusp of boreal forest and oilfield territory. My dad's a mechanic, black, born in Toronto. My mom's a forestry worker, white, born in the Yukon. So you could say the cold runs in my blood and horsepower runs in my heart. While other girls played with dolls, I was obsessed with loaders and log trucks. I'd sit in my dad's garage inhaling the scent of diesel and grease, watching him tear down engines like an artist with a canvas. I remember the first time I sat in a cab. I was 12. We were hauling equipment up to a remote camp, and my dad let me ride shotgun. I saw the ice stretch for miles and miles. No guardrails, no second chances, just trust. Trust in the truck, trust in the road, and trust in yourself. I was hooked. Getting into the industry wasn't easy. Being a woman in trucking, that's already an uphill climb. Being a mixed-race woman with no family connections in the business, even steeper. But I pushed hard. Eventually, I earned my Class 1 license and got on with a company running loads to the Arctic Circle. And when I say it's intense, I mean it. We're talking 18-wheelers on frozen lakes and gravel trails that chew up tires and spit out the weak. You're responsible for over 40 tons of machinery and cargo, sometimes millions of dollars worth, on a road that might disappear beneath your wheels if the temperature swings. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle, and it's not for the faint of heart. The perils? Where do I start? Black ice is a killer, not just slippery, invisible. You don't see it until you're already skidding sideways. The trucks are chained up, weighted right, and balanced like ballerinas. But all that means nothing if the road decides to betray you. There was a time around Tuktoyaktuk where the thermometer read minus 47 degrees centigrade before wind chill. One hose split, my heater started to fail. If I hadn't gotten to a checkpoint within 2 hours, I would have frozen out there. That's the thing about this job. Your worst enemy isn't traffic, it's time and temperature. Moose and caribou wander out without warning. Visibility can go to zero in under a minute with the right gust of wind. And sometimes, the pressure of being the only one out there, alone in the cab for 14 hours, no signal, no one to talk to but the CB, can really mess with your mind. But then, you catch a sunrise at 4 a.m., where the snow glows pink like cotton candy. You crest a ridge and the northern lights burst into green fire above your windshield. You stop beside a frozen lake and hear nothing, not even your heartbeat, just pure, raw silence. And it reminds you why you're here. There's a freedom to this work, a kind of wild peace that you just can't explain unless you've lived it. The cold humbles you, the distance teaches you patience, and the solitude, it turns into strength. Let's talk trucks. Peterbilts, Kenworths, Max. I've driven them all. Right now, I run a customized Kenworth Doi 990 with an extended sleeper, dual heaters, and a reinforced undercarriage. To me, my truck is more than a machine, it's a partner. I know every rattle and every vibration. I can hear when she's struggling and when she's cruising like butter over glass. I've always loved heavy machinery. I get excited walking into a parts yard, the sound of an engine kicking over on a sub-zero morning. Music, the thrum of chains tightening down a load. Poetry. Some girls love dresses. I love torque specs and diff locks, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. The hardest part? The loneliness. This job takes you far from everyone and everything. You miss birthdays, holidays, funerals. Sometimes you get back and your friends have moved on without you. Romantic relationships? Let's just say the road is jealous. I've tried. But not many people understand why I'd rather sleep in a cab than in a condo. You get used to being your own best friend. You learn to appreciate silence, and you build a mental resilience that most people never need to develop. Some nights, I talk to the sky, or to the road, or to the ghosts of truckers who came before me. It's weird, but out here, you find your own kind of normal. People ask me all the time, why do you do it? Why risk your life for a job that freezes your bones and steals your sleep? Because I love it. I genuinely, madly, deeply love it. The independence, the power of handling a rig that size, the satisfaction of getting a load safely to its destination through a blizzard and ice-cracked terrain. Every mile I drive is a reminder that I can handle anything, that no matter what the world throws at me, I've got 500 horsepower under my right foot and the will to make it count. To all the girls out there who've been told they don't belong behind the wheel, ignore them. To every Black or mixed-race woman who's felt invisible in the trades, own your space. To every young person who thinks their passion is too niche or too risky, lean into it. That's where the magic is. You want to haul freight over frozen lakes? Do it. You want to climb into the cab and prove them wrong? Here, I'll hold the door open. Just be ready. It's not glamorous, it's not safe, but it is extraordinary. I'm Amelie. I'm a mixed Black and white Canadian. I'm an ice road trucker. And this life on the edge, it's mine. And I wouldn't change it for the world.